You said dreams are dusty, babe, just like my shoes. Laughed in my face, now I sing the blues. 2 years gone by, but love's still confused. Moved in last week, but did I just lose? You call me a joke while I hold your hand. Invest in my dreams, but you don't understand. Chasing the stars while I'm still here standing. Can't see the goal for your own demands. Dusty dreams in a cardboard box, built by hope and its ticking clocks. Believe in me like I believe in you. Dusty dreams might just come true. Sleepless nights and my mind keeps racing. Heart beats fast in this dream I'm chasing. Both of us stuck in this, what are we facing? Is love enough when trust is erasing? Dusty dreams in a cardboard box, built by hope and its ticking clocks. Believe in me like I believe in you. Dusty dreams might just come true. Lend me your faith, not just your pity. In this big world or in this big city, hand in hand we can build something pretty. Believe in each other, it's more than just witty. Dusty dreams in a cardboard box, built by hope and its ticking clocks. Believe in me like I believe in you. Dusty dreams might just come true. Lend me your faith, not just your pity. In this big world or in this big city, hand in hand we can build something pretty. Believe in each other, it's more than just witty.
Late nights at the screen, baby, can't you see? Lips and blobs haunt my dreams, coding endlessly. You say you're feeling lonely, but I'm building our scheme to be the power couple, we're the empire, you're supreme. Why can't you understand this dream we share? Through lines of code, our future's there. Your words cut deep, they leave a scar, but together we can shine like a shooting star. Yeah, like a shooting star. You say it's a nightmare, this life we're leading, but darling, don't you know it's a future you're feeding? Ups and downs, they may come, but it's part of our creed. With every keystroke, I'm planting the seed. Why can't you understand this dream we share? The lines of code, our future's there. Your words cut deep, they leave a scar, but together we can shine like a shooting star. Yeah, like a shooting star. up my grind, girl, and watch us soar. Punching keys for us now forevermore. Two hearts intertwined in this digital flight. We'll conquer the world come day or night. Why can't you understand this dream we share? Through lines of code our future's there. Your words cut deep, they leave a scar. But together we can shine like a shooting star.
Up early, caffeine's our call. Ralph with tech news ready for all. Coding workouts getting us toned. By sunrise we'll be in the zone. Grab your Java, sip the brew. Headlines, tech tips just for you. Editing lines, making it tight. With every keystroke we see the light. Coffee and C-A-A-A-A. Wake up the day, stretch your mind in the geeky way. Mornings are better with our grind. Tech coach Ralph, you'll never lag behind. Push those reps in lines of code. Script the future fast and bold. From headlines deep to bites so bright, we're your guide to morning mics. Coffee and C-A-A-A-A. Wake up the day, stretch your mind in the geeky way. Mornings are better with our grind. Tech coach Ralph, you'll never lag behind. Coding flows, camaraderie grows. News unfolds and insight flows. Minute by minute, heartbeats pace. Come join us at the daily race. C-A-A-A-A. Wake up the day, stretch your mind in the geeky way. Mornings are better with our grind. Tech coach Ralph, you'll never lag behind. Coffee and C-A-A-A-A. Wake up the day, stretch your mind in the geeky way. Mornings are better with our grind. Tech coach Ralph, you'll never lag behind. Mornings are better with our grind. Tech coach Ralph, you'll never lag behind. Mornings are better with our grind. Coffee and C-A-A-A. Wake up the day. Stretch your mind in the geeky way. Mornings are better with our grind.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing today? Today is Wednesday, December 11th, 2024. We are on the countdown to 2025. 2024 is over. It is over. Yes, it is over. We are heading directly into 2025. Are we ready? Are
you ready?
Are you ready for 2025? I'm ready. I am ready. I am always ready. Born ready. Let's go. Let's get it. Welcome to the Coffee and Kata Morning Show with Tech Coach Ralph, where we are engineered to win. We are going to be getting into our news stories as well. let me throw up my timer. I almost forgot my timer. All right. We're going to be getting into our news stories as well as continuing to work on our Flutter widget test. We're doing a lot of great things over here, even better things coming in 2025, right? So let's get into the show. Quick announcements real quick. Imagine that, all right? We are going to be premiering our penetration testing video about giving an overview of penetration testing and ethical hacking at noon Eastern time. Really, really good video. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it so much that I signed up for a course for ethical hacking and decided that in 2025, we're going to be dedicating one of our weekly shows to working on our penetration testing project so that we can become penetration testers. And the cool thing about that is there are I learned this from Don, right? There are bug bounty programs that you could do to actually get paid to do penetration testing and ethical hacking. So really, really good stuff. We're going to be getting to that tomorrow night. We're going to be going live as well to continue working on our Urban Dictionary of Economic Data and have a lot of fun. And also, I dropped the clip of the video from Saturday this morning where we used the wire to help us better understand what gross domestic product is. So we definitely want to check that video out as well. It was really, really good. Very good breakdown. Understood it a lot better. So definitely want to check that out. All right. But with that being said, we are going to jump into our show. Actually, last announcement. I dropped it in the chat earlier. We're going to also check it out as we end the show. The Engineering Quality podcast with my friend Royally and her two friends who co-host the podcast with her. Their first episode should be dropping at 8 a.m. Eastern time today. So as we end our show out, I'm going to check it out, maybe listen to the first 2 minutes to see what they're talking about. But I really, really encourage you to go follow their podcast and support them. But we're going to check out the first couple of minutes as we end the show today. All right. With that being said, let's get into our show for today. So we're going to start off with our news as we always do at this time. Let's get to it. All right, so our first news article of the day, it is small business confidence soars. Not that one, this one. Looks like optimism is on the rise, on the up and up. So optimism among small business owners hit the highest level in over 3 years last month. What the hell happened last month that could cause that? Who knows? All right. The NFIB Small Business Optimism Index. I never knew there was an index for that. We should add that to our Saturday mornings list. Rose 8 points in November to 101.7, in part as small business owners anticipated favorable economic policies post-election, according to Reuters and NFIB's chief economist. The share of owners expecting growth in sales and planning to expand their businesses also increased. More businesses also said they plan to hire and raise wages, but also prices. To keep operations growing. But I'll tell you this, right? With more money in your pocket, you don't mind paying an extra $1 or $2 if you're getting back. Now, if you are losing money and they're raising prices, then Houston, we have a problem, all right? So, however, labor shortages remain a challenge, especially in construction and professional services. Well, time to level up. Let's get out there and get it. You see my shirt today says get after it, all right? So let's go out there and get it. They need people in professional services, in construction. So let's get to work. But I am happy to see that small businesses are feeling a little bit more optimistic. I'm going to go and drop this in here.
Okay, let's move on.
Add, what is the name of this report? It is the NFIB small. So let's say we do add this to terms. So this is for our Urban Dictionary of Economic Data, and see if we can get this on a schedule to see when this report comes out so that we can review it on Saturday mornings as well. But with that being said, we're going to move on to our next story for today. So the next story for today, Kroger and Albertson's merger blocked. A federal judge has halted the $24.6 billion merger of grocery chains Kroger and Albertsons in a victory for the Federal Trade Commission and a likely death knell for the deal. The FTC has argued that the merger would raise prices by eliminating head-to-head competition and also weaken union bargaining power. The supermarkets, I didn't start the timer. Hold on, let me start a timer on that one. And also weaken union bargaining power. The supermarkets cited a need to join forces against the likes of Costco and Amazon, and probably Walmart as well, and probably Target as well. It says Publix down here, Winn-Dixie down here. Kroger and Albertsons were unsuccessful in persuading the judge that selling 579 stores would preserve competition after the merger, which would have created a grocery behemoth with about 5,000 stores. So, this is the stuff that really irks me, as you guys all know. Like, you have this. This is going to be a bad example, and Mitch will surely be here to let me know that this is a terrible example. But if I want to sell my car to somebody across the street, and now some random person, some rando comes and says, nope, I don't think it'll be good for you to sell your car because now that person across the street is going to have to, you know what? Why don't we just put a limit on how many cars people can buy, right? Or how many houses people can buy? So here's my alternative perspective on this, right? So the FTC said that if Albertsons and Kroger were to merge, they would raise prices by eliminating head-to-head competition. Well, if let's say now they can't sustain their own companies by not merging, and now they both go out of business, right? Let's say Albertsons and Kroger's both go out of business. Now there's going to be somebody else to fill in the gap. So let's say Walmart swoops in there, or Costco, or Amazon, or BJ's, or Sam's Club, or Publix if you live in the Publix areas, or Ralph's, or wherever, right? And now they can raise their prices.
Okay, let's move on.
They can end up raising their prices because now two of their competitions couldn't afford to stay afloat and compete with them. So now who's the real behemoth? Now who actually ends up getting the monopoly? But then of course, then the FTC is going to go so now after Kroger and Albertsons both go out of business, like Spirit Airlines is filed for bankruptcy, and probably JetBlue sooner or later, right? Now it's going to be like a Walmart who's the only one in most of these areas, and now they're going to say, you know what, Walmart, we're going to break you up. We're going to separate the grocery the grocery part of your business from the everything else that you sell, and now we're going to have a spinoff. We're going to call it Albertsons Kroger 2, right? So they're like, once they put you in the situation, they're just going to come after the other company anyway. So I guess we have nothing to be worried about anyways. Let's move on. All right. So next up we have. So we have GM retreats from robo-taxis. What? General Motors is hitting the brakes on its robo-taxi business, citing scaling costs and increased competition. The move comes weeks after GM Cruise unit announced it would resume testing its autonomous vehicles in California, and just over 3 months after the company inked a deal with Uber. I didn't know they inked a deal with Uber. Cruise's robo-taxi rollout was delayed after one of its vehicles injured a San Francisco pedestrian in 2023, leading to a pause in testing, regulatory scrutiny, and legal settlement. The company says it will combine Cruise and GM's technical teams and focus on developing driver assistance systems. So pretty much they're going to be doing the autonomous driving that Tesla has been working on. Is that what you're saying? So, a quick little context for this pedestrian being injured. If I remember correctly, because we reviewed this on this channel, but it was another car hit a pedestrian. They might have been on a bike or something like that, and knocked them in front of the robo taxi. And the robo taxi did not know how to respond to this atrocity, and kind of dragged the person about like 10 feet, more or less. So my perspective always was like, well, we're blaming the robo taxi for striking the pedestrian, but are we blaming the actual person who originally hit the pedestrian and pushed him in front of the way of the robo taxi, causing the robo taxi to malfunction and not know what to do when somebody just gets thrown right in front of them while they're actually driving, hit by somebody else? That was my perspective, if I remember the story correctly. But after all this work, GM's robo taxi says, you know what? It costs too much.
Okay, let's move on.
We can't do this anymore.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
All right, then let's move on to our next article of discussion for today. We are at Amazon. Amazon. Amazon wants to sell cars now. Let me expand this right now. All right, so it says Amazon is making good on its plans to sell cars online. TechCrunch reports, using the new Amazon Autos, customers can now browse and order and buy new vehicles from participating dealerships. The service is currently available in 48 US cities. At the moment, it's only selling Hyundai cars, with plans to expand to more brands in 2025. At the moment, it's only, we read that part. All right, so the site offers a streamlined shopping experience, allowing users to search by model, trim, and feature, secure financing, and e-sign documents. Another attractive feature, no haggle pricing, but Amazon will need to win over dealers to make it work. It's always interesting when it comes to like I hate going to the dealer, right? I hate going to the dealer. But I wonder though, how much is going to be the markup? You know, we have 54 seconds on this story. Let's take a quick look. Amazon Auto. Let's see if we can get Amazon Auto. Automotive parts and accessories, vehicle showroom. Let's see. Can we find it? Maybe it's Amazon showrooms. So you can buy a Hyundai on Amazon. Let's see what we got. The Ioniq Q is at 66K. Ioniq Q5, okay. 32,000. So let's see if we go with let's go with this one. Discover now. Create. Let's get it in orangish color. Next.
Okay, let's move on.
I don't know. Let's go with 250 miles. Nothing in South Florida. All right. Anyways, let's go to our last story of the day. Google, they unveiled their top searches of 2024. All right, let's see what's going on over here. I don't like the see more thing. All right, so given Google search is still the world's most visited site until the DOJ comes and breaks that up, their queries that spike there can provide a glimpse into the zeitgeist. Sifting out standard searches, the tech giant said the top terms in 2024 were dominated by sports, especially men's soccer, or as they call it in other parts of the world, football, right? Personalities including Liam Payne, Donald Trump, and Catherine, Princess of Wales, and the iPhone 16. Top trending news comprised the US election, that makes sense, extreme weather events, that makes sense, and the Olympics. Because Gen Z is 25% less likely to use search sites, however, future lists may need to account for YouTube and other searches, notes TechCrunch. That's interesting. So, top searches. So dominated by sports, especially men's soccer. Who is Liam Payne? Oh, Liam Payne. Wasn't that the guy who died recently, Liam Payne? Donald Trump, because he is the 47th president-elect of the United States. And then Catherine, Princess of Wales. Who's Catherine, Princess of Wales? I don't remember who this is. Catherine, Princess of Wales. Oh, okay. So she was the one who had the battle with cancer and stuff like that. She okay, gotcha. Okay, cool. But that is it. Honestly, the top search is not too exciting. Not too exciting in my humble opinion. All right. But we are going to wrap up our news portion of the morning, and we're going to transition over
Okay, let's move
to
on.
working on our mobile testing. All right. So I'm going to give a quick shout out to my guy, Acosta from last night, who blessed the stream so much. Truly appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for everybody who was on the Q&A show last night, where we answered a lot of questions, had a lot of fun. And we got, hold up. We got my guy in the building, Spaces. What's up, Spaces? How are you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you are having an amazing week. Thank you so much for stopping by. And how is weren't you interested in like cybersecurity or something like that when I spoke to you a while ago, Spaces? Did you look into that anymore? Let me know. I am curious to know. By the way, like I was just mentioning it earlier. Next year, January, we're going to be getting into some more cybersecurity stuff, doing learning live penetration testing, ethical hacking. So you definitely want to stop by for that. And remember, everyone remember at noon today, we're going to be premiering the video on what is ethical hacking, how to become a penetration tester, all of that good stuff. All right. So we're going to jump into the next part of the show. We're going to work on our mobile app development. So I'm going to throw up a 20-minute timer so that we can end, like, we don't go overtime. So let's do that.
It's time to do.
All right, let's go to our other screen. And here we are. So we are still working on our mobile test, or our widget test for Flutter. And we had we had like issues that we're trying to work around. We're trying to run all the tests at one time. They randomly fail for who knows what reason, but we're gonna work on testing them one at a time so that we can get through this atrocity. All right. Let's go to. Let me just run to see where we're at. Let's go with that. All right, so this test is passing. I think, all right, let me see what test do we have. So we have use the decrement button on the minutes spent field. And the only other test that was failing was validate the state changes for activity, not this one. Validate the ability to input hours and minutes into the increment input field. So we had this one that was definitely failing. Let me go to here, close that, take this WIP tag out. And we're gonna go to, oops. Did I take it out? Take this work in progress tag out, and we're gonna go to here. Let me minimize that. Oops. And let's run. Ability to input hours in the increment into the increment input field. That's weird. Let me see. Time spent on activity. All right, so let's go to. Do we have stuff commented out on that one? Validate the ability to use increment button. So why is this one? All right, hold on. So we put 14 in here. So this isn't the test we're looking. This is not the test that we're looking for. Let's see what is going on. Let's go to. So this one is actually okay. Where's the one that was failing? Decrement. Value change. Okay, so it should be. Is it this one maybe? Validate the state changes for activity costs returns when the model all right. So yeah, I think it's this one. Okay, let's try it. Yeah, that's this one because I have all this stuff commented out. Let's go here. Oops. And let's run that. And the problem that we're having is over at, let me see, activity time cost. It's not updating over. So let me see if I have the app running. Oh, I thought I had it running. Oh, it stopped. All right, let's start it over again. And let's play that. All right, the app is launching, but the issue that we're having is on the, let me see if it starts up. Starting up. Turn on. Okay, cool. So the issue that we are having is if I minimize this down here is, let's say, what's our values that we should be putting in? Let's go to, so if we put in 176,321 as our total annual income, and we say 14 and 45. So you see how I was changing to 296.89, but inside, so this activity time cost, but over let me run our test again so you can see it. If we go to over here, it's not seeing the update. So I'm not sure why that's happening. And then after we finally resolve this, we have a defect that we need to fix, but I don't see why. We have our pump and settle. And we have a bunch of pump and settles. Enter text. And then, and it's like, it shouldn't be 0 because if I'm entering a text here, it should get it rendered. So, not sure why. Let me do, I have an idea. Let's log some stuff in the actual app, right? And this is how I think through this stuff is, well, let's see what's being outputted. Let's see if it's even registering that it's being inputted. So let me see if I click over here. So we have the user yearly income is being entered. The hourly value is being calculated. Let's go over to here and we are going to say we want to go to, let's say we go to increment on value. This is for the all right, we have that. what section? Let's go to, hold on. All right, let me go to this one. And I'm going to search for that. And what I want to do is so on pressed says for the clear. So inside of this set state, I am going to try to log the I'm going to try to log the hours entered, and I'm going to say let's do this thing, make it conditional, and I want to log the total hours spent on activity. Let's see what we got going. Let me try that. Okay. All right. Let me try to run the widget test again to see if that's taking. Let's see. I did not see it take over there. All right, let's see. I'm going to copy this a few places to see where we're getting that. All right, let's try it over here too. Why is that not? Hold on. Are we in the right? So this is for the this is for the this is for your total hours spent on activity. That's this field right here. So if I go here and I do this and I do 5. Time spent on activity, 50. Cost, all right, so that's being logged. But why? This is kind of weird too. So, all right. Let me see. Time spent on activity. So this is happening in the hours spent, total hours spent. And where are we at in here? Prefab leafy. On increment. So if I was to minimize the on increment and the on decrement, on changed, we have, so when this field is changed, Okay, so did I put in the wrong spot earlier? All right, so if we say here, let me see. Let's run that test over again. Still not seeing it there. Let's go to drop it in the set state. Run it again. Still not seeing it there. Where is it? Where are you? It says on change. So that should be if the field is changed and we are in total. Let me run this again. So if I was to say this is 45, let's say 4. Hours entered. So that's getting, so why is it that it's not getting it when we do it in the widget test? It's not taking it. It is not taking it at all. All right, so total hours spent on activity. All right, so we are saying enter text total annual income field. All right, we got that. Enter text total hours spent on activity field and user total hours into on activity value. So this is that, and this is this. Find by key. So we're finding it by the key. So it's possible that it's not registering that. So let's go with, all right, let's do a search real quick. In over here, let's say Flutter find input field in key. That's possibly what it is. How to detect when all right, retrieve the value of a text field. Not exactly that we're looking for. How to create a list of text editing controllers. Let's see here. Let me think for widget test find input field in key. Let's try that. So find by key. Find or evaluate single widget as. I wonder if that would work. So as let me see. So I'm looking over here. As let me see what that would be. If we go back over here and we go to Try this. Let me see. Text align. Button arrangements. Let me see. Input. Input decoration. Input decoration. Text editing controller. So we say no, that's not gonna be it. I gotta find the, because this one right here is just find it by a key and total hours spent on activity field, find it by that, but we need to specify. All right, let me go look for. Let's go to here. I need to find is this the one that we've been using? No, that's not the one we've been using. I don't think so, at least. Where is the one we've been using?
Lunch break! Lunch break!
Where's the one that we've been using? This one. Let's take a quick look at this to see. How do we, all right, so controller, text editing controller. So if this is a text editing controller, let's compare how the total income is different. Total annual. So the total annual income is a text form field. And the controller is, all right, so that's that. But inside of our widget, it is a let me see. So we're looking at the original one. It says number input with increment decrement controller could be the same at the same can be read as a string. Number input with increment decrement. Text editing controller. String min max. Controller, text editing controller. I wonder if it's because no, because we still have to pass it in as text. Let's see. unchanged. Because I think what the problem is, it's not finding the input field that we're looking for. I'm pretty sure that's what the issue is at this point. Because it's finding the whole thing, but it's not finding that actual input field. So we need to drill down on it to actually find that input field. I'm not entirely sure yet how we're gonna figure that part out. Number field, input decoration, simple outline, text editing controller. Key to be used for this widget. But I can't, I'm trying to see how to drill down. Anyways, we'll keep looking into this on Monday. We'll figure this out. Hopefully, you know what? Maybe we'll go live a little bit more during the Christmas week as I'll have some time available. Maybe we can round this out. Maybe I'll do the pen testing in the morning. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, that is it for now. That we are going to let's check out to see if the engineering quality podcast dropped this morning. We'll spend a few minutes listening to the beginning of the podcast. Let me see. Wait, what? Hold up. What is going on, Spotify? All right, there we go. Let's see. Yup, the first podcast has dropped for engineering quality. It is about 16 minutes and 50 seconds. Let's take a quick, as we have like until the timer goes off, let's take a quick intro listen to this. I'm gonna switch over. All right, so there goes the engineering quality podcast. They dropped 2 episodes today. Intros and testing as a role versus testing as an activity. Let's listen to the first minute of the intros, and then we'll jump over to the first minute or two of testing as a role versus testing as a. So they dropped 2 today, right? That's what Riley told me yesterday. They're gonna drop 2 today, and then in January they're going to be releasing bi-weekly. So definitely want to check that out. But let's listen to the first couple of minutes.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the very first episode of Engineering Quality. This is a podcast where we'll be diving deep into the world of software engineering, quality assurance, and everything in between. I'm one of your hosts, Roy.
And I'm Ellie. We are super thrilled to have you join us as we embark on this super exciting journey together.
And I'm Veronica. Today we introduce ourselves, share our backgrounds, and give you a sneak peek into what you can expect from this podcast.
But before we dive in, though, let's start with some introductions. We'll each answer a few questions to help everyone get to know us better. So let's kick things off. Veronica, tell us about yourself, including your experiences, expertise, and your passions in the tech world.
Thank you, Ellie. I'm originally from Ukraine and moved to US 10 years ago. I'm currently residing in Florida. I have been working as a tester for 13 years. Throughout those years, I have a chance to work in education, tech, and e-commerce industries. I am obsessed with organizing and optimizing engineering teams' testing processes and look at this as an integral part of software development. That's all from me. What about you, Ellie? Tell us about your background.
So thanks, Veronica. So hi, everyone. I'm Ellie. I'm a Brazilian Australian living here in New York City at the moment. I'm a hands-on engineering leader.
Yo, the sign is real simple. It says wrap it up.
Welcome to Engineering Quality Podcast. I'm your host Veronica, and today we will be discussing the differences between testing as a career and testing as an activity. My co-hosts Ellie and Royally are joining me. How are you both doing today?
Hey, Veronica. Hi, everyone. I'm your co-host, Ellie. I'm doing great today. I'm super excited to dive into today's topics.
Hi, everyone. I'm Roya Lee, and we're looking forward to breaking down the distinctions and sharing some fun insights along the way.
But before we start, we wanted to take a few minutes to discuss why this topic is important and on top of our minds. Testing is a term that gets tossed around a lot in software development. But what does it really mean? The verb to test means to evaluate or examine something that determine its quality, functionality, performance, or reliability. In various contexts, testing can involve different activities such as running experiments, conducting trials, writing automated checks, or performing verifications to ensure that a product, system, or a process meets specified requirements or standards, functional and non-functional. What I'm saying is that testing is not just the domain of testers. Almost everyone on the team plays a part in testing.
All right, so I highly encourage you to go watch or listen to the rest of the episodes. It's going to be great. They are, that's what I've been doing for the past 15, 16 years. I worked personally with Royally, and she is amazing at everything that she does. So I highly encourage you to go check that out. But we're going to wrap it up for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Really, really appreciate you. Hopefully you found value in all the work that we did this morning. But with that being said, we're going to get out of here. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week, your Wednesday. Remember, we have penetration testing premiering at noon today. We're going to be going live tomorrow night for working on our Urban Dictionary of Economic Data. And I'm going to drop the link in the chat one more time for the Engineering Quality Podcast. So definitely don't miss out. And hopefully you see them on this channel soon as well. All right. That being said, I'm out of here. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. This is Tech Coach Raffle. We are out.
Up early, caffeine's our call. Ralph with tech news ready for all. Coding workouts getting us toned. By sunrise we'll be in the zone. Grab your Java, sip the brew. Headlines, tech tips just for you. Editing lines, making it tight. With every keystroke we see the light. Coffee and C-A-A-A-A. Wake up the day, stretch your mind in the geeky way. Mornings are better with our grind. Tech Coach Ralph, you'll never lag behind. Push those reps in lines of code. Script the future fast and bold. From headlines deep to bites so bright, we're your guide to morning mics. Coffee and C-A-A-A-A. Wake up the day, stretch your mind in the geeky way. Mornings are better with our grind. Tech Coach Ralph, you'll never lag behind. Coding flows, camaraderie grows. News unfolds and insight flows. Minute by minute, heartbeats pace. Come join us at the daily race. C-A-A-A-A. Wake up the day, stretch your mind in the geeky way. Mornings are better with our grind. Tech Coach Ralph, you'll never lag behind. Coffee and C-A-A-A-A. Wake up the day, Stretch your mind in the geeky way. Mornings are better with our grind. Tech coach Ralph, you'll never lag behind. Mornings are better with our grind. Tech coach Ralph, you'll never lag behind. Mornings are better with our grind.